Roller, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like that Viper can get too much on the defensive side because it's quick out towards mid. It's Chloe, the first to fall, and something that I didn't get a chance to mention about Kath, but this IGL likes to lead from the front, so you can expect her to be a heavy fragger no matter what role she's playing.
And it's great to have that as well. It gives a sign of confidence to it that you can implement and you can transfer to the rest of your team, which is great to have to start off a pistol run and to start off a match like this one where there's so much at stake to continue having those victories, but only one can come up on top. A couple of trees that we get to see, and it's a 4v3, a post plan with not the greatest numbers to work with, but definitely possible for this set of Misfits.
And look at the Viper walls again, just a little different. The defensive one we'll get to in a second if we see it again. But look at the attacker side, right? It's going to block off this tunnel area. It's going to make it a little bit harder to get vision from Nest as well. It also blocks off the arches, and while the flashes are just so good, and it's Kath again leading from the front, the tip of the spear for the squad. Unfortunately punished for one. Slandy has a lot to get done and only a little bit of health to do it. Nice flash on the outside. We'll find the next to 3K. Match to Kath's 4K. And the other defender's so far off the site. This could be perfect, but Slandy has to go right here. She's running out of time. There's only moments left. And Emily won't even allow it to come down to the moments. It's the frags instead, and it's TSM for the pistol.
Taking place, and the numbers already going their way, so a little bit of momentum that has been gathered. We have to see, because this is when we see those second rounds with the Marshals over the Spectres, and this is when, you know, getting that one shot with the Marshal can do everything to once again stop a little bit more of that momentum from the defense.
Here. Enemy kill.
Tough. This is a tough round. We see a minor investment in way of Misfits. Slandy gonna be rocking the Marshal. The rest of the team really just sitting with what they got. Chloe trying to get something cheeky done. The shorty up close and personal, but sniffed out by the Owl drone. Will be forced away from the angle. And this should be TSM looking to hit this B-side. Slandy, no way. Donut hits that shot some way, somehow. I mean, you give her an inch, she'll take a mile. I don't even know what to say about that. That was a crazy shot to open up that B site.
This is what I was talking about, though. The potential of those Marshals into the second round that really turned out to be a disaster for whoever has to catch a bullet in the head. And that means another post plan here the Misfits have to face, and they have to retake this with no Sky, with no Soba, no initiators to work with. So they're going to be caught right in the hands of TSM, ready for the action. There's a Prime Gaming flawless.
It's that much stronger, right? You have one more rifle to work with. Nice shot. Slandy was just trying to get away. The only defender out on the B site. This is basically where things wrap up. Kath and Emily make a nice little frag sandwich there in the kill feed in this round, or they look to save it for this B side, excuse me, here in this round, should they get on, because these Spectres up close and personal, they're gonna do work against the rifles here. Nice flash. What? Nobody even sees the jet. Things get completely sloppy on the B side. Here comes the Viper's Pit. It'll make an expansion to lock things down, and TSM surely just around the corner from a third round.
Slandy and Chloe, they were definitely not expecting everyone to be pushed so fast forward for TSM, where now another post plan, there's going to be a Viper's Pit to deal with. That makes the visibility so much more difficult to deal with. The numbers already not in the side of Misfits, and TSM, they're going to wait, they're going to hide inside of it.
Yeah, forced stand here for the attackers turned defenders as they look to defend the spike. Spray through. Maddie look to push aggressively. Have to answer to Athena. Unsuccessful in doing so. The spray out towards tunnel. Also not going to find its mark as Luna looks to fight her way on out and does a bit of damage, but it's not enough to find the round win. It's TSM for 3 in a row.
Not expecting TSM to be pushing that forward, but TSM, it's taking any opportunity to catch the enemy off guard, and this is what is now giving them such an advantage in the map alone.
I mean, the confidence pouring, right? You got Dodona rocking the operator here on the attacking side. Trying to add insult to injury here in this round. Oof. This Kath dances with death. Marshall on the other side of the hole. Doesn't always bode well, but she's able to walk away, keeping The Viper fully intact. The first op shot, not quite gonna find its mark either. We go back and forth in way of trying to take position out towards mid in this tunnel area, and unfortunately Slandy the first to fall. Maddie close behind as Chloe, Sheriff in hand, takes a duel with Athena. Lose it out, as we've seen in previous rounds. And a fourth once more on the docket for this TSM squad. A flash out over the top. It doesn't get popped, but Vernina still not enough. The rifle's just a bit too strong. TSM just a bit too strong. And finally, Dodonut's able to get some return on investment.
Spike planted.
And the last couple of duels that we're seeing as well, they're taking place one by one, which means that Luna is left alone, only a Marshall in her hands to work with, and her positioning has already been spotted, potentially going to get surrounded, yeah, and taken down. Athena was just waiting for that opportunity, and patience that we have for this team. It's such a good start.
Yeah, historically, I think this was kind of a 50-50 map for TSM, but they look solid on it so far. This attacking side, it's going swimmingly here against Misfits. Misfits have yet to really find an answer or find an opening here. Round 5, it's our second full buy for Misfits. And they've got to show us something. Chloe pushed aggressively. I'm wondering if this position is going to be noted. The operator just around the corner, but no angle given over to the op just yet. No, Vernina walks right on into it. Dodonut happy to cash in on that kill. Chloe comes around the corner, and Dodonut does it again. 30 HP. And one more player to worry about. It's Slandy to find the shots through the box. A flash to the opposite side. The owl drone, but Slandy flashed up herself, and across the map, everybody's starting to fall, and it's Maddie to play around the world to head over towards this A site. The lone player here in a 1v4. She might just opt into saving this weapon.
One of the best possibilities after this one, Misfits, they are not going to have a lot of economy to work with. I believe there's going maybe ultimates to save, but yeah, not even that, not even saving.
Side of TSM, it's all Gucci, everything. The way that the skins that they've purchased. 3 players out towards mid. They're going to take their shots out towards the dart, excuse me. So it's going to give some info over to TSM. And with this info, they're looking to play safe. They know that Misfits want to get aggressive. And oh, Dodonut's there to punish the first. It's Vernina to fall. And now Chloe looking to reposition, but nothing to be had just yet. TSM, a lot of respect given over to this defense thus far.
It's such an aggressive toxic screen as well that we get to see in mid. It was enabling a little bit of Misfits to take over and to cross it, see how much damage they were able to put. But to that, TSM respond by rotating immediately. They're not going to be caught off guard. They're not going to be punished through the toxic screen. So now is an A hit, and it's already working out for TSM. One by one, Misfits are getting taken down. Certainly, Slandy left in the same position that we saw them take in, and potentially getting surrounded again, but already having a better idea. The classic, trying to do the job. We'll do just that, but 4 more to go.
Yeah, 4 more to go. It's a lot to ask, especially with 56 HP. If you could line these up here, that wouldn't feel too bad. And at the end of the day, damage, although it doesn't feel the best because the economy is pretty good on the side of TSM, at least you're stopping that to do that, right? Luna's still sitting on the 2 frags. The rest of the team struggling to hop into that kill feed.
Yeah, so far for Misfits, you're not really... They haven't been able to find the answer into the best way to execute it. And I would like to see more of an aggressive push from this defense. They could try to admit, like I said, it was the toxic screen that was enabling to... But without that opening pick, without the numbers advantage, the situation for them turns into something so much more difficult, because the rotations are already going to take so long. The information that utility was already invested, like we get to see once again with the Trailblazer. And TSM, they're not going to waste a single second. So again, I do like this approach. Misfits playing a little bit more aggressive, trying to take that map control, potentially catching this out of TSM off guard, but they're prepared for it.
Yeah, I mean, TSM, they're just ready for it. As Chloe flies for her life there, able to sneak away from the Hunter's Fury, but a teammate falling across the map. Dodonut again, operator in hand, able to find a frag here on the B site. It's Slandy. Look to defend this position. Ooh, okay, nice shot there. Emily back turned. Gonna give one over to Chloe. They're not expecting one more on the B site. The dash on in. Dodonut takes another op shot. Unfortunately, it doesn't land. She'll go up atop the walls here, and it's a ghost to finally sit this guy down. A much more winnable situation here for Misfits Black, though. 2v3. Blades are online, but they're not needed just yet as Vernina evens the odds. The defense looks to play the retake here, but Donut still has the operator. Falls off the position. Both near of Misfits coming from Nest, and it's going to be the op duel to get us started. Chloe just going wide on the first shot. Now to swap over to a rifle and try and retake this site.
I'm trying to see what the possibilities are going to be here. It's a 2v2, but the time can be running out very quickly for the set of Misfits. They have to move. They have an operator and a ready idea where TSM can be hiding. 3K for the Jets.